Most of our buyers are shopping from out of state, and so your photos and virtual tour are the first showing.
Buyers relax. They trust what they're seeing, and that leads them to making a better offer.
And the goal is just to avoid death by 1,000 cuts during that inspection process.
And every time buyers see a project, they're mentally subtracting value from your home.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Chats. I'm Tara.
And I'm Kate, and today we're going to talk about what sellers really need to know to get their house ready for market.
Most of our buyers are shopping from out of state, and so your photos and virtual tour are the first showing. And while the virtual tours are so incredibly effective, boy, they show everything. And it's the first impression before a buyer even steps foot in your home.
Now, while beautiful marketing is important, the deeper goal is to create confidence. When a home feels clean, well cared for, maintained, and thoughtfully presented, buyers relax. They trust what they're seeing, and that leads them to making a better offer.
It really does. So let's break it down because we want to give you a step-by-step guide that's going to make it very convenient for you to maximize your net, minimize your time on market. And I want you to understand that sometimes these steps happen very quickly, and for other people, they're going to slow roll over months, and we're here to help no matter what timeline works best for you.
So step one is repairs. Now, most of our sellers are selling because they aren't using the property as much anymore, and dealing with the upkeep for a lifestyle investment that's no longer contributing to their lifestyle is a pain. So we often see homes that are just a little bit rougher around the edges than they might otherwise be.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. But we can help you maximize your return by taking care of some of those things. We're talking about staining the decks, fresh interior paint, fixing the leaky faucet that you've been ignoring for a while. These things may seem small, but they're really important because buyers notice. And every time buyers see a project, they're mentally subtracting value from your home.
Exactly. When a buyer sees one item that needs repair, they start to think, what can't I see? And that can quickly snowball into a negative perception that affects how much they're willing to pay for the home and whether they make an offer at all.
Yeah. In some cases, we will recommend going even a little bit further than that. We've got one seller right now who's doing an insurance claim to get his roof replaced. We've got another one who's rebuilding their decks.
Now, it's not often that we're doing these larger ticket items. And when we do, we're going to work very closely with you to make sure that you're investing in a way that you're going to get a great return. But more often, the goal is just to avoid death by 1,000 cuts during that inspection process. We can usually anticipate what's most likely to come up in an inspection, and it's just so much easier and cheaper for you to get it done before the buyer ever even sees it.
Yes. Now, after repairs, step two is going to be decluttering. And I don't like that word because I don't mean to call all your precious little things clutter, but I am pretty serious about it. Clear surfaces, remove personal items, put away small appliances, be mindful of visual distractions. Clean lines and minimal decor help buyers focus on the space instead of the stuff.
Yes, this is actually where we see the biggest transformation. The less you have out, the larger and the more peaceful your home presents.
Absolutely. Now, after you've done the work to do the repairs and the decluttering, let's show it off. Let's make the home light and bright. Step three is to get the house light because photos love light and so do buyers.
So open those curtains and blinds, make sure that they work, that they function very well. You want to make sure that every light bulb is functioning, and ideally that those light bulbs have the same color temperature, just because it helps to make the room look more cohesive.
That's such a simple and small sounding tip, but it makes a big difference in how modern and put together your home feels.
Huge. And then step four is staging. Now, in our market, most homes are sold fully furnished, so we don't need to bring in those big staging companies. Yes, thank goodness. But we do work with vendors who are going to use what's already in your home to highlight the scale and the flow of each room.
And we're here to help you with that. Staging for market entry is a lot different than putting your home together for livability. In this case, we want to demonstrate the functionality of the space, the scale of the room, and we want to create a space where the potential buyers feel comfortable enjoying and moving around the room. Let's make it easy to get past the dining room table and out those sliding glass doors onto the deck, people.
Yes. So moving on to step five, this one seems obvious, but we can't say it enough. Deep cleaning is critical, and definitely clean those windows. That natural light flooding in is going to be so beneficial, and we want to maximize the view because that is an appraisable item.
Now, please remember, the house doesn't have to be perfect for us to see it. In order for us to help guide you through this process, we need to be involved early. If you're ready to get started, we have a checklist of items, a list of vetted vendors, and we're happy to schedule a consultation to put together customized plans for your needs.
Exactly. So thanks for tuning in, and please share this with your neighbor because we are on a mission to make sure everyone is making informed real estate decisions.
See you next time.